Hello, I'm Dr. Alex Nova. Welcome to the channel. Leave me a comment about how you're feeling today. Let's get straight to the medical facts you need to know. Let's begin. You're in the deepest part of your sleep. Your body is finally repairing itself, and suddenly that feeling, a familiar pressure on your bladder, forces you to open your eyes. You get up in the dark, shuffle to the bathroom, interrupt your sleep cycle, and when you return to bed, your brain is already activated. You toss and turn, look at the clock and think, well, it's because of my age, it's just part of getting older. Stop right there. What if I told you that nighttime trips to the bathroom aren't a sentence of old age, but simply a logistical error in your kitchen? The harsh truth that we doctors want you to know is this. Nocturia, the habit of getting up several times a night to urinate, is not something you should accept. It's a cry for help from your kidneys, telling you that you're forcing them to work overtime when they should be sleeping. It's not just fatigue. The latest science links constant sleep disruption to brain inflammation and, in the long term, to an increased risk of cognitive decline. Today, I'm going to empower you with knowledge and a strategy that will change your nights forever. I'm not here to tell you to stop drinking water. Hydration is life. I'm here to teach you strategic hydration. Pay close attention because we're going to implement the 8-hour method. It's real medical science applied to your clock. This is how we're going to redistribute those 2 liters of water your body needs so your kidneys work with the sun and rest with the moon. The 8-hour method. This is the number one and most important point for getting your rest back. The key is not how much you drink, but when you drink it. We're going to divide your day into 3 critical phases. Phase 1, the big push. 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Listen to me carefully. This 8-hour block is when the magic happens. This is where you're going to consume 80% of your daily water. We're talking about 1,600 milliliters, approximately 6 or 7 glasses. Why? Because at this time of day, your kidneys are at their peak efficiency. They have all the energy and blood flow they need to filter, clean, and eliminate. If you hydrate heavily here, you give your body time to process everything before the sun goes down. Phase 2, the transition 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. As the afternoon progresses, we start to turn off the tap. During this period, we will only consume 15% of our water, just 300 milliliters, which is equivalent to 1 or 2 small glasses. The goal is to keep your tissues hydrated and your mouth fresh, but without sending a wave of liquid to your bladder, just as your metabolism begins to slow down. Phase 3, the safety shutdown. After 7 p.m., this is where most people make the mistake of drinking a large cup of tea or a glass of water before bed. Don't do it. At this stage, we will only allow 5% of the total, a maximum of 100 milliliters. This is just a sip to moisten your mouth or take your medication. Imagine the relief for your kidneys. By following this plan, by the time your head hits the pillow, your system will have already processed the excess fluid. You are protecting your heart, reducing pressure on your urinary system, and above all, shielding your brain by allowing it to complete its nightly cleansing cycles without interruption. Are you surprised to learn that your problem wasn't age, but the timing of your glass of water? If you're ready to take back control of your nights and stop walking in the dark to the bathroom, I want you to leave a comment below with the word sleep to let me know that you're committed to following this schedule starting tomorrow, but don't leave yet because this is just the beginning. For this method to be foolproof, we need to help the body move the fluid that accumulates in your legs. But to defeat the enemy, we must first understand how it thinks. Many of my patients come to the office saying, "Doctor, my bladder betrays me." And I tell them, it's not betrayal, it's biology. Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear is the basis for why the 8-hour method we just looked at is so effective. There are 3 medical reasons why your body changes the way it manages fluids after the age of 50. That's number 2 on our list today. Why your body fails to process fluids at night. 1. Slow kidney filtration. Our kidneys are like pool filters. During the day, with movement and active blood pressure, they work at full capacity. But when night comes, their filtration rate slows down significantly. It's a natural energy-saving process. If you send them a liter of water at 8 p.m., you're asking a tired worker to do a double shift in the middle of the night. The result is that fluid builds up and your bladder has to take care of the excess while you try to rest. 2. Bladder capacity. Here's a shocking fact. Over time, the walls of the bladder can lose elasticity. Instead of being a flexible balloon that expands, it becomes a little stiffer. This means that it sends the "I'm full" signal much earlier than it did 20 years ago. That's why even a small amount of urine produced by those slow kidneys at night is enough to wake you up. It's not that you have a lot of urine, it's that your tank feels small. 3. Vasopressin deficit. This is endocrinology's best-kept secret. There is a wonderful hormone called vasopressin, our natural anti-diuretic hormone. Its job is to tell your kidneys, "Hey, it's time to sleep, stop producing so much urine." Unfortunately, as we age, our vasopressin production decreases. It's as if the switch that slows down nighttime production is malfunctioning. Without that hormonal break, your kidneys continue to produce urine at a daytime rate while you try to get a good night's sleep. See why it's not your fault. It's a change in your body's chemistry and mechanics. But remember what I always tell you. Knowledge is power. By knowing that your kidneys are slower and your anti-diuretic hormone is low, you understand why it's vital not to overload the system after 3 in the afternoon. You're not fighting your body, you're learning to work with it. We're giving those kidneys the rest they've earned after so many years of service. Does this make sense to you? Has a doctor ever explained to you that your hormones have office hours? If this information is opening your eyes, leave the number 3 in the comments to let us know that you understood these 3 medical causes. We've understood the when and the why, but now we have to talk about the what, because there's no point in following the schedule if what you're drinking is basically gasoline for your bladder. Listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is point number 3, and it's where most of my patients fail without knowing it. Let's unmask the 7 enemies of continuous sleep. These are foods and beverages that, if consumed after 3 p.m., are a direct invitation for nocturia to visit you in the middle of the night. The blacklist. Avoid these after 3 p.m. 1. Coffee and black tea. I know you love that afternoon coffee, but coffee and black tea are powerful diuretics. Not only do they keep you alert, but they also force your kidneys to produce urine at a rate that your body cannot manage at night. It's like giving your kidneys an urgent work order just when they want to go to sleep. 2. Carbonated beverages. Here, the problem is twofold, the gas and the sugar. Both are irritants to the bladder wall. An irritated bladder is a nervous bladder that sends help signals long before it is full. If you want to sleep through the night, take the bubbles out of your dinner. 3. Acidic juices. Orange, pineapple, or lemon are wonderful in the morning, but their acidity makes the bladder extremely sensitive at night. It's like putting salt on a wound. The bladder contracts and forces you to run to the bathroom. 4. Alcohol. This is the most treacherous enemy. Many believe that a glass of wine helps you sleep. Wrong. Alcohol is an extreme diuretic, and worst of all, it disrupts your deep sleep cycle. It dehydrates you on the one hand and fills your bladder on the other. The result, a disastrous night. 5. Soups and broths. This is the classic mistake at family dinners. A little soup seems light, right? But it's a water and sodium bomb. Sodium causes you to retain fluid, and water fills your system right before bedtime. It's the perfect recipe for waking up at 2 in the morning. 6. Milk has a very high water content, and its proteins unnecessarily activate the renal metabolism. If you're in the habit of drinking a glass of warm milk before bed, swap it for a small sip of water. Your body will thank you. 7. Diuretic infusions. Be very careful with green tea, horsetail, or dandelion. They are excellent for cleansing the body, but their function is precisely to make you urinate. Consume them only in the morning, never after a meal. See how these 7 suspects have been sabotaging your rest? It's not about banning them for life, but about being strategic. Enjoy your coffee or orange juice early in the day, when your body has all day to process them. By being mindful of what you put into your body after 3 p.m., you are building a protective shield for your brain and your rest. Tell me one thing. Which of these 7 is your weakness? Is it your evening soup, or perhaps that afternoon black tea? Leave me a comment with the word cleansing if you're ready to remove these enemies from your afternoons. We've already cleaned up our diet and adjusted our schedule. Now let's move on to the most important thing, physical activity. Because your bladder, just like your arms or legs, has muscles, and if you don't train them, they become lazy or weak. Listen to me carefully, because this is point number 4, and it's the one that will really seal your success in getting 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. We're going to turn your body into an efficient fluid management machine with these 4 practical techniques. Training and exercises for an iron bladder. 1. Scheduled training. I know what you're thinking. Doctor, when I feel the urge, I have to run. But here's the trick. The next time you feel that urge to urinate during the day, don't rush off. Take a deep breath and wait just 5 or 10 extra minutes. What are we accomplishing with this? We are re-educating your brain and gently stretching the walls of your bladder. You're telling your body, I'm in charge here, not you. Over time, this helps expand the muscle capacity of your bladder so it doesn't feel full with just a little bit of liquid. 2. Pelvic floor exercises. This isn't just for women, gentlemen. Listen up. The pelvic floor is the hammock of muscles that supports your bladder and controls the urethra. If those muscles are weak, any pressure will make you feel the urge to go. Do this with me. Imagine you're about to pass gas or that you want to stop the flow of urine midstream. Contract those internal muscles, hold for 3 seconds and relax. Do this 10 times, 3 times a day. You can do it while watching this video or while waiting at a traffic light. It's an invisible gym that will give you total control. 3. Double voiding. This is a urology secret that almost no one applies. Before you go to bed for good, go to the bathroom and urinate. But don't leave right away. Stay there for a moment, breathe, maybe brush your teeth or wash your face, and after about 2 minutes try again. You'll be surprised to see that there's almost always a little more to go. That little bit of residue that gets trapped is what usually wakes you up at 2 in the morning. With double emptying, you make sure the tank is really empty before you hit the pillow. 4. Leg elevation, the key to success. This is my favorite part because it's where most people fail. Have you noticed that at the end of the day your shoes feel a little tight or your ankles are slightly swollen? That's edema, fluid that gravity has pushed into your legs throughout the day. If you go straight to bed as soon as you lie down, that fluid returns to your bloodstream, your kidneys see it, activate, and boom! You feel the urge to urinate 2 hours after falling asleep. The solution: about 30 minutes before going to bed, lie down on the sofa or bed and elevate your legs above the level of your heart. You can rest them against the wall or on some tall cushions. By doing this, you help the accumulated fluid circulate back, your kidneys process it, and you eliminate it on that last trip to the bathroom before bed. It's like emptying the pipes before closing up the house for the night. See the difference? It's not just holding it in, it's using gravity and physics to your advantage. These exercises are small bricks that build that wall against sleep disruption. If you commit to doing your leg lifts today, write the number 4 in letters in the comments. I want to see how many of you are going to put your legs up tonight to protect your rest and your brain. We've reached the final point, number 5. None of what we've talked about is useful if we don't give it order, structure. We can't leave our health to chance or to see if I remember. Listen to me with your heart. Your body is a symphony orchestra and you are the conductor. If the conductor doesn't have a score, the music goes wrong. That's why today we're going to establish your 24-hour action plan. We're going to organize your day so that when night comes, your body knows it's time to heal and not to work. Your master routine for a sound sleep. The morning, the awakening of your filters. From the moment you open your eyes, the battle for your night's sleep begins. My golden advice: start your day with a nice glass of warm water, not cold, not ice cold, warm so that your digestive system and kidneys wake up without a thermal shock. During these early hours between 7 a.m. and noon is when you should focus most of your hydration. This is the time to drink those 4 or 5 glasses of water. Think of it as cleaning out the pipes. By hydrating heavily early on, you give your kidneys the best hours of the day, when your blood pressure is optimal and you're on the move, to filter out toxins. If you wait until the afternoon to catch up on water, you've already missed the window of peak kidney efficiency. Cleanse your body early and let the rest of the day be just maintenance. The afternoon, the strategic descent. Starting at 3 p.m., I want you to visualize that you are closing the floodgates of a dam. You've already given your body what it needed. Now we drastically reduce intake. This is where friendly discipline comes in. If you're thirsty, take small sips, not long gulps. Avoid that late cup of coffee or that sugar-filled soda we mentioned earlier. Remember that every milliliter you drink after this time has a very high chance of turning into a 3 a.m. interruption. Your goal in the afternoon is to stay hydrated, not fill up the tank. It's time for your kidneys to start slowing down and preparing for nighttime savings mode. Nighttime, the sanctuary of rest. We've reached the critical phase. Here we're not just talking about fluids, we're talking about your nervous system. An hour before bed, I want you to turn off your screens, the TV, cell phone, tablet. That blue light lies to your brain, telling it that it's still daytime. And if your brain thinks it's daytime, it won't release melatonin and vasopressin, the hormone that slows down urine, properly. Instead, practice deep breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Why? Because this activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation and repair. A stressed body produces more urine. A relaxed body allows the bladder to expand and rest. Do the leg lifts we learned, perform your double emptying in the bathroom, and get into bed with the certainty that you have done everything necessary to protect your health. Do you see? It's not difficult. It's simply a matter of being mindful. These habits are the bricks that build the wall that protects your mental clarity, your energy, and your old age. Don't let poor water distribution rob you of your vitality. Before we say goodbye, I want you to do something for me. If you've made it this far and you're ready to take control of your 24 hours, scroll down to the comments and write the word health. Write it as a seal, as a promise that you will take care of the body that has served you for so many years. If this video has opened your eyes, give it a big like, subscribe, and activate the bell. Share this information with your group of friends or your family. There are thousands of people suffering in silence, thinking that getting up at night is normal. Today you have the power to help them. And that's all for today, family. Always remember that the small changes we make in front of the mirror and in the kitchen are what determine how we will live the next 10, 20, or 30 years. Don't settle for interrupted rest. You deserve to wake up every morning with a clear mind and a body full of energy. I leave feeling very happy knowing that today you have in your hands the exact map to conquer the night. Put the 8-hour method into practice, take care of those 7 enemies of the evening, and don't forget to elevate your legs before going to bed. Your body is your temple, and taking care of it is the greatest act of love you can have for yourselves and those you love. Thank you for allowing me into your homes once again. It is an honor for me and my entire team to be part of your journey toward a more fulfilling life. Don't forget to leave your comment with the word health and share this video. You never know who you might be helping to get their sleep back today. I am Dr. Alex Nova. Eat mindfully, live joyfully, and have the deepest, most restful sleep of your lives. See you in the next video. Big hugs.